It is currently Wednesday, January 15th. It's 50 degrees out, and I'm going to be replacing the passenger side tie rod on the Subaru. Let's get started. Alright, so first off, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be breaking loose the lug nuts on the tire so we can get off. Go ahead and grab your tire iron, and let's get started. Alright, we got most of the bolts broken loose. What you're going to have to do, you're going to get your tire iron, and you're going to get that breaker bar on the ground, and you have to break it loose. My breaker bar, really nice breaker bar, but the conversion from this size to the size of my socket, that conversion, it was an impact set, completely twisted and broke when I tried to use it. So what I recommend is just the tire iron and a nice metal rod. Let's go ahead and break that last one loose. Which one is it? I think it's you. No. Which one is it? Come on. That one's loose. I think it's this one. Yeah. Big one's loose. Alright. Put it on there. Metal bar. Be careful when you're doing this. I like to lean on the car, but then you just kind of pull up. There we go, it's broken loose. Alright, now that all the bolts are broken loose, we're going to go ahead and get the floor jack. We're going to put on jack stands. I also want to say, when you're doing this, be horrendously careful. The mallet, I was using it to try to break it loose. The top went flying off. I hit my kneecap full force with the mallet. It hurts right now. It feels so bad. I'm having trouble standing right now because how badly it hurts, but we're still going to push through with this. All right, we got the floor jack right here and the jack stand right here. We got a ply board underneath just so the car doesn't get pulled and the jack stand gets pulled. What we're going to do is line the jack stand up right here with this frame rail. It's a unibody, but it still has this rail right here. And we're going to put the jack stand right over here if you can see it. This little dent right here that I caused because I didn't do it right one time. Slight dent right here. We're gonna try to put it right here in this area. Let's go ahead and jack it up. Ooh, here we go. Move it back over here. All right, this looks good. We're gonna go ahead and get that jack stand up there. I'm not gonna jack it up to full height, just to be safe. Gotta be safe and sorry. So we can get this under here. I'm gonna have to give another pump or so. All right, I've got another jack point that I'm gonna try to use. I'm gonna turn it sideways like this. We're gonna make sure it's lined up here. We're gonna go ahead and carefully lower it. I'm gonna back up just in case. I don't want to get crushed. Then we're gonna go to the other side. Ugh, come on, please don't kill me. Ooh, scared the crap out of me. Ooh. All right, instead of doing the other side, I'm just gonna leave it like this because we're just doing this one tire. The other tire's okay. All other tires are on the ground. The car's safe. I'll go ahead and give it my shake test where I grab the roof racks and shake it. Oh, that's a little worrying. Okay, it won't be like this for too long. So let's go ahead and get this done, shall we? All right, let's go ahead and break these take the nuts off. All right, we got them all off. Let's go ahead and take the tire off. There we are. I like to go ahead and do what Chris Fix says. Put it underneath the car just in case. I'll flip her over. And if anything goes wrong, we're gonna fall on the tire. There we go. Sweet. Oh. God, is this gonna be a pain. Whew. All right, what we're gonna go ahead and be doing is I'm gonna go ahead and remove this bolt right here. It has a cotter pin through it usually, but I already removed the cotter pin because of how hard they are to take out. So it's not gonna be in this video, but it's really difficult if you're taking it out by yourself. I recommend needle nose pliers, WD-40, and PB Blaster, and maybe some vice grips if anything goes really wrong, and shake it a little bit. Let's go get started on this. All right, it's 19 mil, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is get started on take it off. Be careful, you don't want to strip the bolt. Just gonna, sometimes it's difficult, but make sure to do it right. Okay, going the right way. It's gonna be a little difficult, but I think we got it. Don't want to mess anything up now. Oof. Man, is this thing gonna be tight. It's not reverse threaded, but it's going to be difficult. Let's see if I can get it. All right, I couldn't get it with the wrench. So it's a 19 mil. I want to clarify that again. So what I did was take the tire iron and the breaker bar and just broke her loose. Wasn't that bad. Pretty easy. You know, just grab the tire iron, grab your breaker bar or your trusty, you know, what's it called, cheater bar, and break her loose. And that'll be pretty easy. Remember, when you're tightening it, you want to line the holes up, the cotter pin holes up with the holes on the bolt. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this off, and then we'll take the end off. All right, what you're gonna do is put your 19 mil on this bolt right here. Oh, it's hard to get to. I'm not gonna take it off then. This bolt right here, you put this on. It's gonna be, some might be stuck, some might. Mine was not stuck at all. This car may be rusty, but this came off real easy. I was able to break it loose with just like barely tapping with a hammer, so I didn't round it. If it doesn't come off, I recommend hitting it with a blowtorch. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Here, let's, oh, there we go. There we go. Now it's coming off nice and easy. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is take off the rest of this bolt, and then we're going to take off the tie rod. Here's the old bolt. All right, sometimes it doesn't want to come out, so you got to like wallop it. Oof, this one was not very willing. I'm going to go see if I can find some WD-40. And we're going to try to wallop it. All right, we're going to count how many rotations we see this. We're going to rotate this and count how many times. First one doesn't count, so there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oof, man, this is taking quite a while. 15. Switch hands. 16. 16. There we go. Now we're going to try to take this off without the rest of the tie rod end. Let's see. All right, I did 16 rotations on that, and we got it. We get it with a blowtorch, and I give it a good whack, fail right out. What you do when it's inside, you blowtorch all around the top. Ooh, is that hot? All right, it's not too bad now. It's cooled down a little bit. You hit it with a hammer right on the top, thunk, like that. Should be good. Let's go get the new tie rod. All right, let's go ahead and open up the new one. Ooh, comes with a cotter pin too, which is nice. I recommend buying from O'Reilly's. They do good. I love their. They do good tie rods. I think this is the same tie rod I have on that side. Let me look under the car. I can't tell. Yeah, looks like it. Looks identical to it, so that's good. There we go. Let's get this new one. Oh, there we go. Let's get this out of here. All right, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to rotate this 16 times backwards. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we are. We're back where we want to be. All right, now what we're going to do is take off this new bolt, put it in my tool set so I don't lose it right here. It's right here. There we go. Sorry, this camera stand isn't very good. Be putting this on. There we go. That bolt hasn't moved, so we shouldn't have to worry about it. Just go ahead and put this on. There we are. All right, so what you do once you get on here, you push this until it's lined up, and you kind of, there we are. Oh no, apparently not. We're gonna put it on there. Let me get the bolt. I think it's also a 19 mil. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna be a terrible spot for a cotter pin, tell you what. Yeah, I got no choice, I guess. You can leave out the cotter pins, but it's kind of unsafe. So I would not recommend. Let me get my tools. All right, here we are. Nope. Yeah, cotter pins can be hard to get to, ain't it? I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't rust. That should be an anti-rust. Have anti-rust covered stuff on it. Hopefully, if we're lucky. All right, remember, not too firm, not too tight. We got to get it to where you can get the cotter pin through. There we go. Just like this. That's tight. We're gonna go ahead and tighten the nut here. Get the hammer to kind of whack it back on there. Almost knocked over the camera. Can y'all see okay? There we go. There we go. Just tight right back up there. There we are. Nice tight. All right. All right, the driver's side looks exactly like the passenger side, so let's go ahead and put that cotter pin in. Okay, I'm just going to bend both at the same time to make it a little easier on myself next time. Just kind of rotate this here. Oh, right to the way, so I'm just going to go down. Okay, I'll limit it. That's my part if you want. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to hold very well. It's going to be the hammer. All right, there we are. Nice and firm, ain't going nowhere. I can easily get it out because it's bent this way. Should be good. All right, now let's put the car back together. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get the tire back on there and let's get the nuts. We're gonna go ahead and put it on. Let's go ahead and set up the floor jack. Set up the floor jack, push it up. We'll take her down. All right, let's go ahead and line her up again. Get it close as you can. There we go. Nice and tight. Sure, tighten it. All right, now that's tight. I'm going to move the camera back and I'm going to back up and we're going to jack it up. All right, just enough to where we can get the jack stand. All right, perfect. Ooh, man, this thing's sinking to the ground. Make sure you're on safe ground when doing this. The reason I didn't engage the safety is because it's already on the lowest setting. So we should be good. I know the camera's facing the weird angle, but should be good. Make sure to do it on safe ground though. You don't want the jack sinking in the ground like this. But it's okay. All good. All right. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and lower it. Carefully, slowly and carefully. Oof, a little fast. Whoops. It'll be okay though. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. All right, we're officially done with cleanup. Now, the final thing we're gonna do, we're gonna tighten up those bolts. Remember to go in a star pattern when you're doing this. Ground, go ahead and tighten her up. All right, we're officially done with cleanup. Those bolts are nice and tight. That's how you change the outer tie rod end on the passenger side of a 1998 Subaru Forester S. I appreciate y'all watching.